All right, this is the new gaming breakdown format. We have everyone in their faces, in their beautiful faces, lined up over here. We have Hiko down in the bottom right, left.
Why am I bottom?
He's on the bottom left.
Tiny Hippo made it. Tiny Hippo made it. I didn't. Me, Tenebrae, up in the upper left, and Tiny Hippo in the upper right, and Ezra in the lower right. Ezra muted his mic because he's doing a Garage Fight Night and some other stuff, so he's only going to be talking when it's absolutely necessary, so he's going to turn his mic on every now and then. Hiko whipped out a sword and all sorts of other gubbins. Now, gubbins are amazing. Now, topic for today is being a jaded gamer and how you get into being a jaded, just the topic of jaded gamer. Alright, so Charles, you said you wanted to do this one, so why don't you start us off?
Okay, so from my understanding, a jaded gamer is basically when games just don't do it for you anymore. So like, even though there's a new release and there's been a shitload of hype for it, I go out and I get it now that I have the money to get shit when it comes out, and I play it, and a lot of times I don't even finish it nowadays. I just get bored halfway through.
So
Like,
Call of Duty.
yeah, everything feels like a cutout of Call of Duty. Call of Duty when it's a first-person shooter. Everybody wants to be that Call of Duty. Everybody's doing that type of multiplayer, like Halo 4. I was so excited for that. Played through the story. I still have a bunch of double EXP I never finished using just because the multiplayer was so god-awful and it felt like it was trying to be Call of Duty.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why games nowadays don't do it for me. And there's probably so much of a difference between these types of games, but just because of the way I am now, it doesn't do it for me anymore. It just feels like it's trying to be Call of Duty, even though it's probably trying to be something else.
That's part of the reason why I switched to PC gaming. There are just so much more, a variety of games for PC rather than console. Unless, of course, you're talking about the Xbox Live Arcade where they have all the indie games now, and that's getting pretty popular.
Fuck that place. Fuck that place.
You gotta have to pay for everything now. I'm not made of money.
You don't lactate pennies and shit?
I like to silver dollars.
You...
I had a penny to throw out right there when I did that. That would have been awesome.
I don't know if there's a penny on my desk. There's unfortunately not. But, Alvin, do you have anything to add, or else I'm going to go ahead and go on tangent?
Pretty much what Jimmy said, because like I used to be a huge like console fanboy, and then like
You still kind of are.
just for finding games.
Not really, honestly, when it comes to Alvin.
I don't play a lot of games anymore just because there's so many games that try to be all these other things, like what Hiko was saying, how Halo 4. I haven't played Halo 4 personally, but when he mentioned that it was kind of like Call of Duty, I kind of saw that coming, you know. So that's why I just don't really play a lot of games. I'm just very picky.
Makes sense.
Alright, so Alvin's going to sign off. Yeah,
Oh, mute mic.
well, he muted himself. For me, when I did it, when I realized I was becoming a jaded gamer, I think I really sped up the process when I started LoudNoisesGaming. I think I just like put that into like overdrive, and I believe that I am currently a jaded gamer because the only thing that'll do it for me anymore, that'll give me a good game play experience, is like something extremely epic, like a Mass Effect game. Like, in the sense where it's like this grand thing, and I mean, I got into the Mass Effect series late. I think I beat it, I went on a tangent and, like, played only Mass Effect for like 2 weeks. I went and bought all the games when they were on sale last year, which I guess is like 3 months ago now. Because it's 2013. But I went and I bought them when they were all on sale, and I went and I played them through. And I played all 3 of them over the course of like a week because it was still school time. I still had stuff to do, but that was all I was doing for those 3 weeks, or for that week. And I played all 3 games, and that really got me involved more than like any other game had gotten me involved recently. I mean, and as soon as I beat it, it was like, oh well, that was good. And then I just didn't play any other video games. I mean, no other game recently that I've got, like Dishonored could not keep me interested enough for me to beat the game. I stopped playing it after I did the Let's Look At video for the channel. I just haven't played it since. And it's not that
Kind of disappointed me.
it didn't disappoint me. It's just I couldn't keep myself going with it. Same with a lot of types of games. I just can't get myself to keep going unless it has like a very big social aspect or it's a very big epic story, like a social game, like MMOs. MMOs are now like my new flavor of the week or whatever, flavor of the month, where I can play these MMOs with people like Hiko or people like Tiny Hippo, and I can continue playing. And the only reason I'm playing them is because of the social aspect, because I'm with my friends.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
For me, what did it for me for the longest time was always the Elder Scrolls series, because that was just such a great game and great graphics for the time, and it kept you engaged. But after Skyrim, when I played Skyrim, it just didn't really do it for me.
Yeah, I think it just
got old. It was the same.
You couldn't get the lust. Well, it wasn't the same for me.
No, I think it goes back to what we had in one of our first gaming breakdowns, which is they just started getting rid of everything that made it so unique. They started making it more simplistic for more people to get into it, which, you know, they have to do that nowadays. Now it's all about who can get the more people, because only the strongest companies survive.
Yeah.
I mean, who is it, like Activision or something? Or no. There was somebody out there that like was having some huge Steam sale because like they're basically
THQ.
They're like selling all their shit for free basically, just because they need to get some revenue, because they're almost.
That's a damn shame, because THQ makes some very good games. Sleeping Dogs. Sleeping Dogs
was great. I still need to play that one. Like that's a game that looked interesting to me.
No one liked it. That was the thing. No one got involved. That was.
No one liked it. It's that few people were willing to take that jump. Because that's another thing nowadays. Nobody wants to take that jump on a game that they know almost nothing about. It's all about the Juggernaut series out there and the type of game.
Yeah. So let's try and stay on becoming a jaded gamer, and in the sense of like, do you guys get any? What brings you to even get involved in a game anymore? Like, what keeps you enthralled in a game?
Really, it's the only reason I buy Call of Duty now, which I have to say Black Ops 2 I did actually kind of like, but the only reason I buy any Call of Duties now are for the friends that I have on Xbox Live to still play.
So what you're saying is you only play games like Call of Duty or other games because of the social aspect.
Exactly.
Because of the friends.
Yeah.
That's something I've noticed, at least with me. Alvin, I just want to know, your mic is on, so I want to know if you want to say anything.
No, I was just listening. Go for it.
Oh, okay. Well, it's something like for me, it's. Oh, Alvin, I can hear the background people. All right, sorry. Alvin's doing his fight night thing that he does, which is good. It helps this fighting game community bullshit. I don't know. I don't like fighting games.
There go those viewers.
Hey, Alvin has those viewers. We don't have those viewers. Like, the thing is, the only games I play now are games with some sort of multiplayer aspect. Like, that seems to be the only thing I'm playing games for, or for channel content.
Yeah, a lot of times I feel that way too. If it's not multiplayer, I don't bother with it unless it's part of a series that I'm already somewhat familiar with.
Yeah.
And I want to know what's going to happen. Mass Effect, for example, when I started playing that, I still need to finish that. The other two, because I only played through the first one, I need to play the other ones because it was really interesting. And other than that, like, if it's not a social type game and if it doesn't have an amazing type of story, it's not something I'd play. Like, I wouldn't play a platformer nowadays because that just won't do it for me.
Yeah, I can't be bothered with a platformer. It's just nothing. And I think becoming a jaded gamer, you get the process speeds up when you do things like this. I'm adjusting my pillow back here because I need some good back support.
Like scoliosis?
No. Scoliosis. That's terrible. Scoliosis is bad. It's a bad thing to have.
This isn't a joke, kids.
Whoever watches us, it's where the fuck was I?
German girls?
You're dating someone. Calm down.
Okay.
Like it's a sense of if it's not something that keeps me going, I just won't play it. I won't play platformers. games like Halo, I play through the story, and I don't get the the Halo 3 experience back, where I played the multiplayer by myself, like, and I just went with public people.
Non-stop, you play freaking Lone Wolves because
Yeah.
it was fun. I mean,
Yeah.
even though it was, I mean, a first-person shooter's multiplayer is repetitive as hell.
Yeah.
Every now and then something ridiculously awesome happens, and that's the only reason you keep coming back. But it's fun in the end, even though it's repetitive. They got like 10 seconds of fun, and they can keep squeezing it out of there repeatedly, which is
Yeah.
also something that I heard one of the developers say. You know, you get just like 10 seconds of fun, and if you can keep having that come back and back, you can be as repetitive as you want, and people won't stop playing.
That's the Call of Duty formula. Because I don't know how often I rage whenever I play Call of Duty multiplayer. I haven't played Call of Duty multiplayer in a long time.
Oh, man, you used to play Modern Warfare 2, you used to rage all the time.
Dude, we both used to rage. It was one of those games where it was just rampant BS.
Even though you got nukes up the ass.
Yeah, I was good at that game. It was ridiculous, but it doesn't change the fact that it was 90% of my gameplay experience was rage.
Yeah.
And then it was like 10% of, I got a nuke in like 30 seconds, which I did one time, and Bryson freaked out when I did.
Yeah, that's another thing, though, that you bring that up. Games make me angry nowadays.
That's true.
A lot of times, like, when I was little, I'd be playing, like, Mario, and I'd die, oh, no, try again. You know, playing Sonic, oh, no, try again. Now it's like, I died, what the fuck? I did, no, there's something wrong with this game. I was totally in the right, jumping over the fire pit. Damn it, you know,
I thought racing was
now
whole
you
part
just
of the
get
process of having fun with games. Cause like when I was a little kid, like I would always get mad at everything. Even playing an RPG, like playing Final Fantasy 9 or Legend of Dragoon. Every time I can't beat a boss, I throw my controller. This is when I was a
No,
little
man,
kid.
I wouldn't. Oh no, try again. Oh, it's so fun anyway. You know, cause like you're still working to get those EXP points. You know, you're leveling your character there.
Yeah.
So if you fail, whatever, you go back to the last save. It's like, oh,
Which
whatever,
sucks
I can
because
try
sometimes
again.
you forget to save, and it's like, oh
You're
my
a
god.
moron. That's why.
I was impatient. I just want to get through the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, speaking of leveling your character, that brings up another one of the games that always does it for me, is Pokemon.
Fucking Pokemon does it
Pokemon was-
good. Pokemon has always done it.
I don't know. I'm over
Now that you
Pokemon.
brought Pokemon, okay, cause like I lost the whole thing after Gold and Silver, and they came out with like, oh, was it Sapphire and Emerald, right? And I didn't hear anything about that until I heard
I-
Black and White. When I heard Black and White come out, like everyone went nuts over it.
Listen, I'm like a purist, and I just can't stand the fact that they have like ice cream Pokemon now. So if it's not like
I only played
Ninjas, yeah.
if it's not like the original Pokemon, then it's really and maybe like the second generation of Pokemon were okay. Like anything more than that is like really stretching it for me, and I can't be bothered with it. But the actual Pokemon games, I go back and I run emulators on Pokemon Red.
They were just so amazing.
I don't know, that game always does it for me. I think it's because it's like the perfect time sync like combination where you get to level up your Pokemon. No experience is the same ever.
Yeah.
And there's so many different routes you can take in going about getting your team in Pokemon. I think that's something that really keeps me from like jading myself from that game.
Yeah, Pokemon is always a good game.
Yeah.
Well, with the new changes they had for Black and White, like
Never
they
played
made
'em.
the battle system. Never played it.
Dude,
You have?
I haven't.
Like, don't you agree that like they made the battle system a lot more interesting, especially like the 2v2 and all that stuff, and how like certain like the way you compose your team is very vital to how like when you're going up against someone. Now,
Yeah, that's very true.
yeah. So I thought like what they did with Pokemon Black and White is like really good.
It
I
kinda
applaud
made
them.
It kind of made you not have to stick with one team. It kind of had
Yeah.
to make you be versatile and level up a complete variety of Pokemon to win the game. And it was a really good, well-made game.
Yes, I totally agree, and that's why I kind of like the whole concept of the new Pokemon Black and White. But yes, that's all I had to add.
Just going off on a little tangent. I hear that they're making like the new Pokemon for like the 3DS.
Yeah.
It's gonna be in 3D. It's not gonna be like the sprite based anymore. It's gonna actually be like 3D battles and everything. I may actually go pick up a 3DS just to try that. I'm not sure how I'm gonna react to it, but
Get a Vita.
get a Vita.
Get a Vita.
I don't know.
Yeah, well, I'm still waiting for them to come out with a Pokemon game for the Wii where you can travel to every single region and catch every single Pokemon without having to go to extreme measures.
Without having to like hook up your like little connections to your friend's Game Boys or whatever and transfer your Pokemon. Yeah.
You have to construct more pylons to get this Growlithe.
Construct more pylons. Fucking StarCraft.
I was like, wait a minute.
Alright, so, we've been going for quite a while. Any other closing things on Jaded Gamer? I don't want to, like, beat,
There's one last thing I want to say. When I was talking about the whole series thing and how a lot of games will try and follow other games, is I won't play certain games because they don't seem like they'll follow other games in a sense, too. Like, Mass Effect, the only reason I played that was because I was under the impression it was going to be a lot like KOTOR, which it was in the sense that I could choose what I wanted to say to people, but the combat and everything was also very different. It was, you know, you really were more involved in it. But I'm looking for more games like KOTOR. I'm looking for good fighting games, in my opinion, like BlazBlue. I want first-person shooters that play like Halo used to. And I also, and if it plays like Flashpoint, that's even cooler too, because that was just awesomely hard. And the
Operation Flashpoint, Dragon Rising.
Exactly, and I always want a good story. Like I said, I wouldn't play a platformer because there's never any good story in a platformer. I just played one on the Vita recently called Dokuro by Gung Ho, and that was just really good. Like it was a little puzzle platformer, and it actually had a storyline at the end of it. Cheesy as it was really fun and heartwarming.
But the question is, would you play more games like that?
Like Dokuro? Hell yeah. If they had a deep storyline like that, definitely. I also like that puzzle aspect of things. It also has to do with my taste, but thing is, it's not Dokuro anymore, and I don't want it to be Dokuro anymore, so there's a good chance that halfway through I'd be like, well, I'm kind of bored with this. I feel like I've been through this before, and I just stop.
Well, one more thing I wanted to bring up that I feel like needs the recognition of keeping me interested was the Uncharted series.
That was good. That was a good series.
Epically amazing.
I haven't played 3.
3 was amazing as well.
I need to.
It was good.
Yeah, but no games do it like Uncharted does.
Yeah.
Oh, GJ has something to say.
I know.
I was actually gonna say, like, you know how, like, we were talking about how, like, for most games they're releasing now, it's, like, only multiplayer, or, like, to enjoy it, you need to be... I kind of don't like that. Just because, like, I hate, like, buying live, or, like, going out of my way just to, like, play with other people, because, you know, sometimes other people are just kind of retarded. Like,
PC games.
Yeah, for PC games, too, like,
No. PC games solves that.
Not all the time, because what Alvin said is sometimes people are idiots.
Yeah, and, like...
By playing on a different system, you don't solve someone's idiocracy.
Yeah, like,
yeah.
I know you guys don't like this game, but, like, playing League of Legends, you know, like, when I used to play ranked on that game, like, I was on the lower rank, but it was hard going up the ranks because there's so many people who get butthurt over anything. It's like, oh, you're taking my farm, oh, you're not...
Well,
you're not
that's the environment of that type of game. It's a MOBA?
Yeah, well, like, at the lower ranks, people are assholes, but, like, once you get to the higher ranks, people, like, take it a lot more serious, and there's not a lot of trolls.
Well, that's just that community of everyone's a hard ass in that type of community.
Oh, yeah, and MOBAs, definitely.
League of Legends, I kind of found had a really good community, but it was when you were stuck in Elo hell.
Yes.
When you were stuck in Elo hell, that just ruined it.
The community sucked there.
Yeah.
But you know what? The community for LOL is a lot better than Han, if you've ever played Han. Because everyone in Han was an asshole no matter where you played, who you played with. Everyone there was like an elitist.
Yeah.
Alright, so any other closing remarks?
Nope.
I love fighting games. Add me.
Thank you. Go ahead and add...
Fighting games. There's your advertisement right there. LNG Ezra, he's, you know what, if you do follow him, it feels kind of like you're following him on his journey to actually becoming better at them, because he's recently been playing a lot more and more, and he's getting better at it. Oh shit, I'm kaleidoscoping and talking. I forgot I was even doing it.
Alright. So, no other closing remarks?
Nope.
Alright.
Wait,
Go.
can we do something? Can we do something? Okay, so we're all like in a position of 4, right? There's 4 of us, like bottom left. All right,
yeah.
Who's top right?
I am.
Jimmy, point down to me. All right, wait. Shouldn't you be pointing the other way?
You guys are idiots. You guys are idiots. I'm looking at the overlay. Everyone's retarded.
Okay, I want everybody to be pointing pointing at everybody though. Like, can we do that?
I'm pointing at Jimmy. Jimmy's pointing at you. You're pointing at Jimmy. Alvin's pointing at no one and then Jimmy.
What about now?
Alvin's no one's... No. Now you're pointing at no one, Charles.
How about now?
Okay, yes. You're
Oh, we did it. Okay, whatever.
Alright.
Ended horribly. No, edit that out. Edit that out.
I'm not gonna edit shit.
Edit it.
No, I'm uploading this as one cut. Fuckers. Alright,
Oh, can we do cake for the end? Can we have a cake to celebrate?
go.
Okay, my cake's gone.
Oh, no.
Okay, alright.
Alright,
guys.
first episode of the new gaming breakdown is done. Love your asses. Subscribe, like, and favorite, and talk. Fuck you guys, calm down. I'm talking.